this is a DC anime review. This is Christina speaking. We're going to be discussing Season 4, Part 2, Episode 11, and join me is Pooja and Doreen.
This episode was just a complete what the fuck.
It was.
That's my contribution. This episode was what the fuck.
It was what the fuck. There was a lot of violence and a lot of blood and everything going on at once.
Yep. I mean, the Yeagerists were out for blood. The Survey Corp... No, I should not say the Survey Corp was out for blood.
No, they weren't.
Mikasa was out for blood.
Yeah, Mikasa was definitely out for blood.
She
That's
was
with the rain of
like
blood.
this girl. I'm like, well, when we get to that scene, we'll get to it because there's a lot of people complaining online when this episode aired about what Mikasa was doing, but I'm just like, everybody's done it. You don't have to just single her out. Everyone's done it. Levi's done it. Eren's done it. Reiner, Annie, and Bertolt have done it. Armin has done it. Everyone has done it, and it's like, oh no, when your precious waifu does it, it's wrong.
Yeah, like get over it, people.
Get your head out of your asses, please.
It's not the end of the world.
It's not, like, seriously.
Well, I mean, in their world it is kind of, but you know, literally speaking. But
yes.
But it's. Go ahead.
No, but then we had them trying to get the flying. They're trying to get the flying boat.
Airplane.
Yeah.
It's an airplane. I know to them it's a flying boat, but it's an airplane.
I like calling it flying boat now.
I know you do.
Well, that's they calling it, but it's like an airship or like airplane,
It's
something
an
like
airplane,
that.
yeah. This is
But-
their. If this was an RPG, this is their rite of passage to get an airship.
Yeah, we need Sid.
Yeah, we need all.
Oh yeah,
the,
for
yeah,
Final
we
Fantasy.
need a Sid.
Yes,
Exactly.
we need a Sid
Yes.
to fly the ship.
Yes.
Yeah, but what's so messed up about it is that when they tell them that it's gonna take a whole day to, new stuff to, to control the ships, to get the ship moving from one place to another, it's take one day. But then they're saying, oh, it's gonna end up, if we do it the other way, it'll be half a day. But they don't
They don't have time for
have
that.
much time.
Exactly, they don't have time.
Or-
If
They
they
don't,
would
because-
have kept fighting, they would
Because
have.
Eren's doing this rumbling thing.
Yeah, and it's all the Titans are already near Marley, so or maybe they're at Marley. We don't know the coordinates of these Titans right now.
Yeah, and like Hachi's saying that the rumbling, it's already going to start before they even get there, and everybody it's going to take them it will be 4 days they'll be done, killing all these people, killing everybody.
There'll be
Even the
nothing
city
left.
that Jean was and Jean and Connie was very upset about that.
You'll understand that when we get to the last episode, which is next week. Not next week, the following week. Sorry, April 3rd. But I know you guys probably like, who is that guy in that little flashback that Jean was having?
Exactly. So we have no idea yet who
I
that
do,
is.
because I read the manga.
I know, but we can't say that.
I know, we're not saying nothing. I'm not saying
Well,
nothing.
well, I do know some things, but I
Keep
shall
your
not
mouth. You
share them.
keep your mouth shut. You have a big mouth.
Yeah, we're not going to say
I try not to, but I can't help myself.
Oh,
Stop.
stop being spoiler here, okay? Like, if nobody read the manga, then we can't tell you who that person is.
Yeah.
If you read the manga, then you know who exactly that person is in that flashback. So, our lips are sealed. We are not saying
we're
who
not.
that
We're
is.
not saying anything. So this puts the Survey Corp and Annie and Reiner in a sticky situation, and they have to fight their way out. And it was a bloodbath. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was,
and then
it was
and then Falco transformed, but then he couldn't control it.
Yeah, he couldn't get because first transformations for shifters, it's difficult. They have no control.
they don't have control the first time they transform into Titans.
Yeah.
And for Falco, I know Falco wanted to help. He doesn't want to feel helpless, and that's why he wanted to try to do something. Even though the risk is like, when he did transform, he didn't even recognize them. He didn't recognize Pep.
Yeah.
And that was bad. He could have killed her. He could have actually devoured her without even knowing.
Yeah. But can I say,
Mhm.
as much as I hate Flock, as much as I dislike him, I'm just gonna say one thing. That sequence, that fight sequence with him when he was fighting everybody,
That was cool.
that was badass. I'm going to give him that. I'm going to give him that. I'm giving him that. That whole sequence when he was fighting out because you know what it was? He was watching his comrades die all over again.
Exactly.
That's why he was getting so pissed.
Yeah. And I think what's really got him more pissed is that the people who are killing them used to be comrades. Used to be. I mean, and now he sees them as traitors.
Yeah,
to
and
his
I don't like I said, I don't like his character, but I don't blame him for the shit that he's doing. Yeah, he's irritating as all fuck, but I don't blame him for what he's doing.
No, yeah. I don't blame a lot of things that what he's doing. I don't blame that part of him, even though he is.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Annoying as hell. He's annoying as hell, and it was interesting. Like, he is so determined to protect his comrade, which I'll give him credit for that. He was willing to protect people that that was his comrades.
But that being said, he has no right to take the dedicate your hearts line. That's Erwin's. Okay, you have no right to have that line, sir.
But he go after like where Gabby is, and Gabby.
Did I not call it? I said Gabby was gonna be the one to do it, and she did.
Yeah, she did, and she got a good shot. And like, I was trying to think, like, would Gabby willing to shoot again after she felt that guilt with Sasha? And then I know that.
No, it's okay. No, I don't feel bad for what she did to Flock. He can die of lead poisoning.
I know.
Yes.
And all we know is that he went into the pool. He went to the water, the ocean, and that's it. We don't know if he's alive or not.
But like you always say,
yeah, golden
rule
of anime. If you don't see the body, they're not dead.
Exactly. So we that's not the last of Flock.
Even though as much as we don't want him around, he's not dead yet.
Yeah. He's not completely dead. No way. He's not like a wound to his shoulder. That's not.
Yeah, and on top of that, he was wearing armor, so
it's really nothing. Yeah.
Exactly. Just be careful with people that have a lot of blood.
Okay. Note to self.
What are you trying to reference?
I'm not referencing anything.
Oh my god!
We're taking a reference something
I'm
similar to an anime.
Out of my ass, okay?
Okay, I see. You're talking out of your ass. Okay, like a lot of these people in the fandom, they talk out of their asses.
Hey,
fan work. Yep, definitely is. But it's crazy because
one in particular person had, like, it was raining blood.
Oh, Mikasa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
that
really
girl was that girl was going feral, and like we said, everybody, like I was saying before, I was talking to you, Christina, while we were watching the episode. Like I was saying, yeah, everybody was bitching about Mikasa, like what she did, like she killed all her comrades. But I'm like, everyone's done it.
Yeah, but they're gonna go kill her too. They're going back and forth, so it's either she kills them or they kill her.
Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, the fan base is like, oh, Mikasa killed all these people that were her comrades. I'm like, what is Eren doing right now? What Eren's doing is a million times worse.
I think they forget about Eren and they just focus on Mikasa right now. They don't realize that Eren is the one who's like trying to destroy,
causing so much
chaos.
Crap. Yeah,
I know, and everyone's like, we less hate Mikasa because she killed all her comrades. I'm like, Eren's causing fucking mass genocide. The fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, he's genociding everybody. What do you? And they're
that's
saying
that's why I'm pretty sure it's the children, like the kids under 18, that are saying all this shit. That's why this show is not for you.
Yeah.
It's not, and they feel it's for them, and that's why they keep watching it.
They don't understand it. You're not entitled, okay? Stop.
Until you actually understand what the hell you're watching.
Exactly. Like, it's the same. Those are the same exact people that don't like Gabby, that don't like the characters from Marley, because the thing is, this show is trying to show what war is, and with the shit going on right now.
Mhm.
This show, it kind of teaches you, like, what war is, and, like, both sides are suffering. Nobody wins in war.
Yeah, nobody does.
Nobody does. That's what I said. because you think of the with war, there's two side countries fighting each other for what they believe is right.
Yeah, but
That's,
even what's going on right now, I told
yeah,
you, those soldiers, they have no idea why they're in that certain country.
exactly.
They don't know
Yeah.
why they're there.
They just been ordered to go there, and
Yeah.
ordered to that's that's your enemy, and you have to attack them. You have to attack them, but not realizing like it's the same way. On the other side, the soldier, they're ordered the same instruction, like to destroy these enemy. They're invading our country. They're messing up, and we have to destroy them. But not realizing, and they feel like they're serving for their country. That's why they're fighting each other. But it's sad because both of them are killing each other.
Yeah, and that's what, going back to the show, going back to the episode now, that's what Commander Magath learned. And that's why he wanted, to make a difference and make sure, what's left of his child soldiers, that they try to live a happy life.
Exactly. And it was interesting with Mac and Shady. Shadis?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It was very interesting how they just met.
Yeah.
It's kind of really strange how that ended like that. Because
Both commanders going out like if I had a hat, I would tip my hat off to them.
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to team up together and be friends, not this killing everybody bullshit.
Exactly. But it's kind of sad how it went, though, for them to be to have peace with each other. These both commanders, it's for them to sacrifice for their children of their soldiers, like that they trained to be these soldiers, And it's kind of like it's very sad. Like they just meet, and then it's like, "What's your name?" And they say each other's name, like in honoring each other or being like,
they're being comrades. Instead
Comrades.
of enemies, they just said they're comrades, and that was it. They both died.
And that's what's kind of sad about that part. It is kind of sad. And it's sad because once I know that he was in there, sacrificed, but they really don't know that Shady was with him. So
well, I mean, after that, the end credits roll. I think Hanji knew. Because that's what she said.
Oh.
That's what she said. Right before she was talking about, the Titans from the rumbling going towards Marley, and she's telling Annie and Reiner and everybody else that, it's too late. The Titans are already there.
Yeah, and that's what's kind of sad. And you saw how Annie reacted.
Yeah,
Annie had a breakdown.
Annie gave up, and I honestly, because that's all she wanted. She wanted to go home. She wanted to be with her dad.
Yeah, and now that she doesn't have a
I'm not saying nothing, but I mean, to her, she thinks that it's too late already, and there's nothing anybody can do.
Exactly. I'm saying like at that moment.
But it's crazy that moment where she says to Mikasa, "Will you be able to kill Eren?"
Yeah.
She has to make that choice now.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's a really hard decision for Mikasa to do. And and she's asking, would you just stand there and watch as I try to kill Eren? Like, would you just stay there, or would you really still defend Eren?
Yeah, that's why Annie asked her, because I think she doesn't want to do it now. She wants Mikasa to do it.
Exactly, and she's getting tired. And that's a breaking point for Annie, because she's like, I'm getting tired of us.
Yeah, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to fight you anymore.
I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
I don't blame her, man. All this time they've been fighting each other. I don't blame her.
Yeah. But you see, it's interesting about Annie how her character changed, because even though she was in that crystal for about 4 years, right? Was it 4 years?
Yes, 4 years, yes.
Yes.
4 years. That she kind of had an idea what's going on, but not really outside, and her...
Yeah, because, Armin was talking to her, so she knew what was going on.
Exactly, and her character sort of really changed when she see what really's happening now, and it's like a wake-up call, like, okay, Like
'Cause
after
she didn't have, that kind of moment where Reiner had that wake up moment or Gabby had that wake up moment. This was her wake up moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is finally her wake up moment. That's what I mean. It's like she starts to realize, like, oh my god, like, what was the point of us keep doing?
Yeah,
it?
what was the point of destroying the walls in the first place? There was no
It's
point
like,
at all.
It was no point, really. After all this time, we thought we were doing the right thing, and it turned out it was, what was the point? It was like, what was the point of that? It was pointless. It was actually pointless after all. That's what she's feeling right now.
Yep, and that's how the episode ends, and the last episode is upon us, and it's gonna be so good. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be really good with the way the episode preview was, so I'm ready. So with that, let's go into final thoughts.
Alrighty. Final thoughts. Everything is gonna go bad. Mikasa's gonna do a lot of killing.
Shut up.
And what? Shut up! You asked me to give final thoughts. These are my final thoughts. Okay. Gabby did a nice headshot.
Yes.
And then Falco couldn't control his Titan form, and we had commanders go down with their ships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally, they went down with their ship.
Yeah. And that was the end of the episode, pretty much. And then Annie's like, Mikasa, will you be able to kill Eren? And that was the end of that.
Yeah.
That's it. You're done.
Yeah. I'm tired. That's it. I got no more left.
All right. So my final thought is that I really did like how, even though it was very sad, how both the commanders actually made peace, became comrade at the very end, and made peace, and actually did this sacrifice for their soldiers, for their soldiers that were children. They were honestly children that they particularly trained, to become these soldiers, and that was really interesting how they made their peace, even though it's the most saddest thing. I love how Fox flopped down the ocean when Gabby shot him. And Gabby shot him right in the shoulder, but I gotta give Fox some credit for his fighting skills in this episode. That was totally awesome. That's the one thing I'm gonna say a positive thing about him, and how he was willing to fight for his comrade. Like, everybody was really fighting for their comrade. Like, Mikasa was fighting for her comrade. Everybody was. But it's just kind of sad how...
Well, you saw him in the preview.
Finally, in the preview, we get this chance to see actually Eren. Hopefully, to see Eren and what is he up to right now.
Well, the show is going to end up like X.
Shut up!
Stop. Please don't say it like X. That was so messed up, that ending. But overall, this...
Technically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm with you guys. Yeah, I'm glad, Gabby sniped Flock in the face or in the shoulder or whatever.
Wherever he was shot.
Yeah, so I'm all one for that. Yeah, I feel bad for Commander Magath and Shadis because all they wanted was, their soldiers to live a normal life, and they couldn't have that because of them, and they sacrificed themselves. So that was their atonement. I feel bad for Annie. Mikasa was a badass. That's all I'm saying to that, because we spoke about the whole drama with Mikasa with the fan base, but that's all I'm saying. She was a badass. Yeah. So April 3rd is going to be the last episode. There's not going to be an episode this week. I don't know what Japan's doing. They're doing something, but
okay.
So the last episode is going to be April 3rd, and then after that, I have no idea what the fuck is happening, because. This last episode I am not 100% sure. It might be the flashback episode they skipped, because that was supposed to happen a while ago and they didn't do that episode. But I think this last episode is going to be the flashback episode, and maybe it's going to continue from where this episode left off.
Okay.
It depends on... how long the episode is running. I don't know. I'm hearing rumors that, this episode is going to be 1 hour long. It's going to be, it's going to be like 2 chapters or something like that. Because we're only on chapter 130, 131 right now. So we got 8 more chapters left to go in the manga.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so after this last episode, I don't know what's happening, because if there's going to be a part 3 or there's going to be a movie, I don't know. Nothing's been confirmed. These are all rumors. So we'll see what happens when the last episode airs. And with that, we'll see you guys next time for the final episode of Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 2. Bye.